for now. Get this set up. Hey everybody, it's BB. I'm getting set up. I'm doing a live, so if you see this later, sorry for the beginning of this video. It might take me a minute. I'm gonna wait for people to come in. But I am BB with BB Electra Tarot, and I'm gonna do an energy update post we got eclipse, full moon in Virgo. It was a blood moon, yeah. If you're here, say hello. After that, I'll take a few questions. So, and please like on your way in. What's up, BB? How are you? How you been? I'm taking a few bites of my breakfast. That's why I was like 2 minutes late, because my bacon was almost done. Lighting my candles and stuff. You're good? How did your full moon stuff go? Was it calm for you? Was anything happen? The eclipse, full moon. What did you eat for breakfast, BB? Probably like me. Bacon, eggs, and a hash brown. I'm getting my decks out too. Sorry. I decided to come outside since it's not too windy yet. Bacon, eggs, and guacamole sauerkraut. Oh, I've never had that. Like guacamole sauerkraut or guacamole and sauerkraut. Interesting. But I did have bacon and eggs and a hash brown. Or that's what I'm having. One more deck. Nope, not one more. All right. And coffee, of course. I'm having a Dr. Pepper. I didn't make coffee yet today. Just grabbed a Dr. Pepper. So probably not the best for you in the world, but you know. Oh, okay. Nice. I'm gonna have to see that. Like, what do you just eat the sauerkraut all by itself, like or do you like put it on top of your bacon? Like, how do you? I'm curious. Anyways, after I get set up here, we'll get going. Oh, here comes the wind. As I said that, there was no wind. Well, we're still gonna try it. If it gets to where it's too loud, the wind, I think there's like noise cancellation in here, but if not, if it's too loud, just let me know. Okay? Alright. You'll have to tell me more about the sauerkraut, BB. But let's get going. Let's see. I'm gonna start with Rumi, which I normally would end probably with it, but I'm gonna start with it today. Oh, nice. That's not weird. I don't think anything's weird like that. Wait, you like what you like. You know what you like, right? Thank you for coming in. Please like and stick around for a message. Subscribe to the channel, all the things. Hey, BB, will you type like, comment, and subscribe to tap into the energy for the message, and I'll pin it. Do you mind? Cold raw sauerkraut. I like sauerkraut. I like it on my hot dogs with mustard and mayo. Mustard and mayo mixed together on a like good quality brink with sauerkraut and cheese. It's delicious. Holy Spirit, angels, ancestors, higher beings, of love and light, show me what I need to know. Let me to see for the highest good for the collective of people that find this message. Please let them get what they need from this message and leave the rest for somebody else. No evil I allowed, return to sender with love and light. Thank you in advance for clear and concise messages. As above, so below. Amen. Protect my energy and my viewers. Ooh. 2, trying to stick to the table, the human gift, as well as the dissolving light. Let's see what jumps out. 1 card, Holy Spirit, from Rumi for the collective. Thank you. 1 card needing it to jump. Thank you in advance. Oh. Sacred Soul Sister, number 37, which adds up to 10. Thank you so much. Hey, how's it going, Orion? And on the bottom, we have the lion and the deer. And on the top, we have commitment, number 31 and number 22. So you might be seeing 31 or 4. And 22 adds up to 4 as well. So you might be seeing 4, 4. And then we've got 37, which adds up to 10, which is a 1. Sorry. Hey. Chill. Dan. Dun, 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 dun. You're fine. Okay. So anyways, number... Hey, Dan. It's okay, Dan. It's okay. Está bien. Está bien. It was just 1010. It's 911 here right now. Oh, it's okay, Dan. It's okay. Sacred Soul Sister. So here's the image, guys. See what you see in there. Hold on. Let me turn it. Oh, hey. No. Dan. You have something to say? Okay, I guess Dan has a message for you. Tell them to make good choices, return with honor. Okay, you're good. You're a guard dog. We know. Okay. So anyways, let's read about it. No, I don't need help with this reading. I got this. Shh. Dan. No. You're too loud, baby. Go. Go get chicken. There. Over there. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to distract him with bacon so that he would forget about what he was barking about. So it says, when you're conscious, a cloud of sadness surrounds you. When you're beyond consciousness, the moon rests in your arms. Okay. When you're conscious, the beloved moves out of your reach. When you're beyond consciousness, the ecstasy of love moves your way. When you're conscious, you're depressed like fall. When you are beyond consciousness, the winter cold feels like spring. All your wavering is due to your longing to be stable. Look for instability until you become stable. Rumi. It says, I love you. I am your other self. I am with you always, your partner on this soul journey. I am the you that you do not see. I am the you that speaks through intuition and instinct. I whisper and sing and shout my crazed truth-telling to you. Through your dreams, through your body. I am the you that is wise, that trusts in life, that knows. I am the you that sees reality rather than appearance. I am the you that knows how to be happy and free. It says, there is a valid point of view that we travel this path in our life journey alone. Our deepest descent into the psyche happens alone. We meet death alone and come into the world alone. And yet there is a vaster perspective that we are never alone, that it would be impossible to really be alone. We are all connected to all of life, and there is no such thing as being alone in reality, only in limited and temporary perception. Which, you know, perception's everything, right? Perception is key. Let me move the sun out of the... Okay. So it says, as if such community were not enough, there is a partner, an ally who journeys with you from birth to death and beyond again and again. You have a sacred sister, a sister of your soul. She weaves the stories of truth through dreams and insights that come upon you as if from nowhere. Perhaps they drop into your mind or seem to erupt from within you, but that is her talking to you, demanding or reassuring, deepening on what the occasion best calls for at the moment. Her truth may seem overly dramatic, so you may discount them as workings of an overactive imagination. Or perhaps her truth tales are so subtle, you dismiss them as meaningless, fleeting and fancy. The wise ones, however, know that the true seeds of the sacred soul sister are powerful, relevant, and worthy of time and attention. They know her oftentimes strange and startling offerings hold the key to unlock the entire world, to open up new realities, and to transform the nature of our existence from the deepest and most esoteric spiritual levels to the most palpable, practical, daily realities of our living bodies in the physical world. Your sacred soul sister is your partner in consciousness. Make no mistake, she is you. She is just the part of you so great you cannot always see her in front of your conscious mind. It says to tap into her wisdom, to distill a teaching from the fragmented memory of a dream or a subtle feeling experienced in meditation requires that you walk with her gait and not the fast-paced, forward-moving canter of your conscious and intellectual mind. Her gait is meandering and apparently unstudied, yet she is deep in concentration to feel for truth of movement, to allow for what is emerging to express itself through her. And she is listening rather than demanding to know, to force, or to speak, and to be direct. To receive her genius and to benefit most fully from it requires the willingness to surrender logic and to open up to inspiration, to become empty. So let the mind soften and become receptive, open and permeable. She delivers questions that lead to answers, but not according to demands issued by insecure and fearful minds. She offers what is genuinely needed and answers the deepest questions of the heart. She is trustworthy, the sister. She cannot betray truth. Therefore, she can be relied upon as a faithful way for the heart. Way sure for the heart, sorry. So basically it's telling you, like, there's this thing is very long, so I'm only going to give you the brief synopsis of what it's talking about. But it says, this oracle comes with particular guidance. You know something deep in your bones without knowing how or why or without any particular reason. You just know something. It doesn't make sense, but you know it. It may be joy that you know. It may be that you know how to avoid certain situations. It may be something is going to work out beautifully despite appearances to the contrary at a particular moment. It may be that you are meant to take a certain path. You just know. So this oracle comes as confirmation that whatever it is that you are knowing, as mysterious as it is your sacred soul sister talking through you. Trust it and act accordingly. So pretty much overall, hey River Dragon, welcome in. Hey Allie, welcome in. Anybody else here? Let's see if I missed anybody. Allie. Rose, welcome in. Hi. I'll go back and read those in a second, but basically it's like maybe sometimes you feel like your gut feelings or your nudges are like too out there, but what this card is telling me is that they're not too out there. Like everything you know is for a reason. It's like your God-given intuition, you know. Don't go against your nudges. Like whatever your soul is calling you to do, just do it, you know. But I'm going to clarify with tarot. So this is the first part of the reading, but let's see. I think I'm gonna clarify with tarot, and then I'll pull one card from each of these decks, and maybe one of these. We're gonna do a little bit of a long one today. Sorry, guys, but that's okay. My puppies are being cray-cray. Don't knock over my drink, please. Thank you. While I'm shuffling, I'm gonna try to read this stuff. Let's see. I love it. You love the shades? These are the ones that, yeah. These are my Bob Dylan original. I bought them for $10 at a thrift store, and the dollar bin bucket. I was like, well, they're 10, but I like them the best out of all of them. And I got to the truck and I was looking at them and I was like, wait a second, that says Ray-Bans on the inside of them, and they're real heavy. And I was like, what's this part right here? It says BL, which is Bush and Lom, and back in the day, and I looked to see if they were real, and it tells me how to check it and stuff, and I checked it, and these are actually vintage 1950s Ray-Bans that are worth $1,200 to $1,500 or something like that. But thank you, Allie. I feel like they match my style. Yes, I'm doing a collective reading, Ivan. Right now, we just pulled the first card. It was a Rumi card, and it's talking about, like, trusting your intuition. Even if it seems crazy sometimes, that's, you know, like your God-given intuition. If you want to do something, follow that path. You know, if you feel, even if people think, you know, it's out there, if you're feeling guided to do something, to trust that it's, you know, for a reason, basically. Aw, bawling. Yeah, I guess I'm bawling. Bawling. No, I wouldn't. I paid $10 for them, but I'm going to hang on to them because I love Bob Dylan and, like, all those guys back in the day. And if I can wear glasses that they wore, like, it just makes me feel connected to them for some reason. I don't know. It might be silly, but I'd rather keep them than get money for them. Ooh. I don't know. So I'm hearing to take these. I wasn't even done shuffling, but 3 fell out and I was going to get 3. So I'm going to keep them, and then I'm going to pull from the other deck. But let me just put these here. We'll see what's on bottom and top in a minute. Let me get one from here. This is one of the first decks I bought. It's really old. It's from, let me see if it says on here. This deck is from, well, it's like 20 years old. No, 22 years old. It's 22 years old. But it's pretty cool. My oldest one is from 1988, I think, which is the year I was born. But it's upstairs. Holy Spirit, tap this in, please. One card. We need to jump. Well, there's 3. I guess we'll take them. All right. So maybe we'll just do 3 from each deck. Let's see, 3, 3. And then I wanted to do these for sure. So. had one stick and I heard to take it. Namaste. I'll read that in a minute. I'm sticking these in. This is how I like to do this deck. BB, read that. Talk about your breakfast this morning. Good morning, Jillian. Hey Cam, how's it going? Welcome in. That's just funny because your breakfast this morning, right? Synchronistic. And then here we go. Here's the last one. All right, so let's see what we got. So you know how I was talking about trusting your nudges, like following your you know, your intuition, listening because you have that intuition for a reason. We had the High Priestess come out, which is, hey, you're fine. Are you gonna, okay, you're gonna cry until the last piece of bacon is gone. Hold on 1 second. Go. Don't bug me no more though, okay? Sitting here crying because he smells my last piece of bacon. I guess I won't eat my breakfast all the way. So anyway, following your intuition, High Priestess, that's exactly what that is. Card of Pisces, and I want to say, is it Virgo? But anyway, this is the card of somebody who has like divine insight. They have a sixth sense that's like, it comes naturally to them, basically. They have the scroll in front of them, which is like information that's not available to everybody. It's something that is special to them. So their intuition's really strong, and that's just confirming this card right there, which is clarified by the Eight of Cups also. And that's walking away from things that were not serving you, sort of thing. Taking the high road. Maybe you've recently made some changes to get out of certain situations, or just to not associate with certain people or things or places. And you're walking into victory. Six of Wands is a victory card. And so victory, you know, like maybe you're showing off your skills right now. Maybe you're just more proud of yourself and you're more confident in what your, you know, path is, or whatever it is you're doing for work, or, you know, it could be a spiritual thing, it could be a relationship thing, even it could be friendships, it could be family, but you're going towards things that make you feel happy and like celebrating, instead of, you know, you're leaving behind the things of the past that made you feel not so good, you know, and you're working on you. So I've got the next deck I got was from the Isle of View. And this is one of the first decks I got. It just has pictures on it, and it has the words, and it says lucid, and it's an acronym. It says listen until clarity illuminates destiny. So I was getting something about meditating. You can get a lot of answers in meditating. I'm being drawn to the duck for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe there's something to that. This guy reminds me of a little bit of like a toxic person, like that's watching somebody. So just be careful not to listen to the toxic opinion of those that are watching you succeed, because they, you know, some people get jealous and they want to like maybe you know, they can put that energy out there where, you know, maybe they're down talking what it is you're working on. And what I'm hearing is, don't listen to that garbage, okay? Follow your intuition. It doesn't matter what anybody else says. Then we got calm, and it says clear awareness liberates magic. So when your mind is clear and you're aware of everything, and you're not worried about stupid petty things, your mind is free to manifest, is what I get from that. And this is the picture on that card. There's two. Ooh, here comes a wind. If it gets too loud, guys, tell me, okay? Cool. I'm glad it's resonating, Rose. I see that. And then the last word is safe. Slowing allows fast evolution. So when you slow down for a minute, Dan, no. When you slow down for a minute, you actually grow more quickly, if that makes sense. There's something like, just don't be trying to run around and do too many things. Give yourself some grace. You don't have to get everything done today. Just make a checklist of like the most important things and get those things done. Anything that you're on a deadline for, but let yourself have enough rest that you feel like taking, you know, conquering every day. Because if you burn out, then you're gonna like want to, you know, you'll have days where you're productive and more days where you're not productive. So just like balancing out your time is what I'm getting. Be the captain of your ship. And also about teaching people. Don't be too in a hurry that you forget to teach as you go, because when you give back, you know, that's a good way to balance out the energy. If God's blessing you with things, then you need to give back by helping other people in some way too. Of course, don't be a people pleaser. I'm not saying that, but I'm hearing that each one teach one kind of thing. So, and then I got this. This is my favorite deck ever. It's a little tiny deck. It says Namaste. The slay in me recognizes the slay in you. At some point, you've got to get up and act like the people you admire. You probably know someone who is slaying at life right now. Spend today doing the ish they do. Better yet, take them to coffee and ask them how exactly they managed to slay so hard. Then recognize where you are capable of the same kind of slay. And then, it's okay, guacamole. I'm extra as F too. It says being extra means you give a ish. Maybe you give a ish about your on fleek eyebrows, or you give a ish about the environment, or you give a ish about making your ass clap. Sorry. Be extra today. Yep, it's a thing. So what that thing is, just, it's okay to be a little bit out of the box. Like, you don't have to be just like everybody else, okay? That's boring. Be you, no matter what that means for you. Look, here it is. I didn't even know this said this. Be yourself, even if you're crazy. Stop worrying about normal ass, nothing ass people judging your cool, weird ass. It says there'll be none of that today. Anytime you feel yourself worrying about any of those asses, remember who you got to wake up to every morning. You, baby, you. Your job is to make sure you're good on your own terms. Check in with that. Check in with what you really care about, and make sure you're living up to that. Not all those asses out there and what they might be thinking. So that kind of just like confirms this whole card from the very get-go. Follow your intuition and don't worry about, you know, life's a dance and we're learning as we go. And I'm hearing that silly country song, but I don't like country, so I'm not going to sing it. I'm not a big fan. But like, we do learn as we go, and sometimes we lead and sometimes we follow. So, you know, it's kind of like knowing when to bend and flex, but also mainly getting quiet and listening to your inner voice, okay? I want you guys all to work on taking a moment every day to get quiet with yourself and just like check in with your intuition. I feel like that's the message today. Check in with your intuition, and in a moment of like meditation, whether you just sit there and close your eyes for a minute, but really focus on your dreams right now, because there's something that you wanted for a long time since you're a kid that you're gonna get soon. So that's the message for today. I hope that was helpful. Yeah, and everybody's got one. Now, you could get with that or you could get with this. But I don't give a ish, because really it's none of your business. The salt and pepper. The opinions are like assholes, and everybody's got one. Sorry. I don't know what's up with all the Chinese symbols next to people's names. Like, Rose has one there, BB has one there. All of a sudden, and then it's not there in the next one. Okay, let me see. Let me go back to the comments, okay, guys? See what everybody's been saying. Howdy, hi, Brittany and BB. Hi, Ryan. Maybe you're a Rose, may your miracles be granted too. No need to apologize for. Thank you, River. At first, though, Ryan, when I saw Damn Girl bawling, I was like, why are you crying? But I get it. Bawling. Like, yeah. They do look like Blues Brothers shades. What's going on, Cam? How are you today? Every day I'm shuffling, shuffling, shuffling. Yep, every day I'm shuffling. Every day I'm hustling. Yes, Times They Are Changing is one of my favorite Bob Dylan songs. No, 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 no. And then I like the other one, it ain't me, babe. No, 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 it ain't me, babe. It ain't me you're looking for, babe. Something like that. You're of the fire rabbit. I don't know. I think I'm a dragon. Okay, Ollie, be safe on your drive home. Thank you for being here, Rose, too, for listening while you get ready. Vintage. Okay, I will. I'll check it out. Heck yeah. Everybody check out Orion's music on his channel. And Mark, who comes on sometimes, his channel, he has music too that he does. Well, a lot of musicians that come up in here. Some people falling out of my life and new ones coming out of the woodwork. Interesting. Nice. I like that though for you, BB. Nope. I always say I make the most of what comes and the least of what goes. You know? Your former name was Slayer? Like Slayer. Like the band, like the death metal group or what? Like that energy or what? Oh, because of the slave card. I get it now. Sorry, my mind's on the middle at the moment. I've been listening to a lot of rock lately for some reason. I love that tree outside your window. Thank you. This is actually like my porch. See, it's like a, and then yeah, that tree is like from, I want to say like 1892 maybe. It's like 100 and some odd years, 100 and what, like 32 years old or something. Let's see, just math that. 1892 plus 108 plus 26, 134 years old. Is that right? You don't see the Chinese symbols? I see them. Other like YouTubers will comment about it too. Sometimes it'll say something like the Chinese symbol and it'll say grandma exclamation point. And I'm like, what are you talking about, grandma? Like, and it come to find out it's happening, same comment on other YouTubers' channel. So yeah, it's weird. Okay, I will definitely check it. So anybody have any questions now? Oh, I'm putting. What up, Mark? Yes, it is. Big love to you too. I was just telling people to go check out your channel. Hey, Mark, I'm about to do questions if you have one, or if anybody has one. We just finished the collective little reading real quick. Hopefully, can you guys hear me okay with the wind kicking up? I said it's not even windy today. Look, and then as soon as I said that, it got windy. Heck yeah, sounds good, Orion. I'll look forward to that. Times they are changing. Oh, there's also a Bob Dylan song that Miley Cyrus covers, and it goes, I've seen love go by my door. It's never been this close before. Never been so easy or so. Been shooting in the dark too long. When something's not right, it's wrong. You're gonna make me lonesome when you go. You're gonna make me wonder what I'm doing. If you haven't heard that song, you guys should check it out. It's called Lonesome When You Go. And Bob Dylan does it, and he does a great job. But Miley Cyrus actually covers it really beautifully. And I'm not, you know, I'm not like a huge fan of hers, but I mean, she does it really well. I'm not a fan, but I'm not, you know. How long do you think humanity has left in I've been wondering that myself. Let's see. Which one? Let's use the quantum oracle. That's a question of the year, Mark. That is the question of the year. Good question. How long do we have left as a humanity? Is there any answers I can get in this current shape and state that we are in? How long do we have left on this part of the matrix? Is this 3D? How long do we have left in the 3D? Trying to figure out how to ask that. How long do we have left in 3D? Okay, that's enough. It's just the people at church over there. It's okay. They're not doing nothing wrong. I don't know. I've got the number 6 on here, but it's talking about spirit guides. I feel like, it says a woman in spirit floats over a peaceful stream, her light reflecting in the water, reminding you of the ever-present power of spirit in your life. Unending inspiration and support are available through the loving entities in the spirit realm. When the card is upright, it harkens the presence of a spirit friend or family member, or possibly someone you knew of a professional level. Do not put limits on the knowledge these entities can bring. In the spirit world, they can access all the information of the Akashic records. I'm not going to get an answer on a time frame, Mark. I don't know how long we have left, and we're not meant to know that. So I didn't really expect an answer because I kind of knew that already. But I do know that now more than ever, it's important to embrace your spirit team and to, heed the nudges, heed your intuition, like we talked about with the Rumi card. Follow your. Sorry, hold on. There's a bike going by. I wanted to make sure it wasn't mine. Follow your, follow your guides and their messages that you get. But I mean, now it's more important than ever to shine your light and just be a good person in the world. Don't be an a-hole, like go out and be the best you can be every day right now. But it goes on to say, there's something going on in your life that could use the advice of spirit. Perhaps a beloved family doctor from the other side is helping you heal something. Perhaps a friend in spirit can give guidance concerning relationship issue at this time. Ask for the information you need to be open to receiving it in a myriad of unexpected ways. But also, like, I got what I'm getting, Mark, is there's no way I'm ever going to know that answer on when. I think that the time is drawing near, that this world will go to pass, it talks about that. But like, because it's getting out of hand, things are getting out of hand. But at what rate of time, we're not meant to know that. So, and I kind of knew that. I don't know though. Like, I feel like the message though is that time is drawing near, so you have to, it's important now more than ever to embrace your light and your soul mission. Hey, light codes, welcome in. Is that okay? Light codes, flannel. Is that who I think it is? Is Dolly Parton really Miley's godmother? I did not know that. That's crazy. I did not know that. Oh, Jolene, 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 Jolene. I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Is that the one you're talking about? Hard Rain. I'm gonna have to listen to that one. Hey, Trish. That's Trish. Oh my God. Trisha. I was hoping that was you. That's amazing. You changed your name. So good to see you. It's you. I've missed you. And, so everybody, Jilly, Rose, well, you know her. This is Trisha. She's a long timer. We go back, kind of back far. Let's see, since the beginning of Infinity, probably like, what, like 4 years ago, maybe, when I met you. Yes, I agree with that, Mr. Strangefinder. I do agree with that. The veil has been lifted, you know. Or it's really paper thin, one of the two. Yes, I'm so glad you stopped by. I was actually thinking about putting flannel on. Huh, I must have sensed you were coming. BB is a flannel. We had the flannel crew.